Hey guys, good afternoon. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Do check out my QR code at the top there, my hat. You can scan it and visit believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate you very much from the bottom of my heart. And you know what our master topic is, don't you? But before we get into that, I want to thank you for being here, whether you're here at 3:45 p.m., 3:45 a.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m., or maybe even 12 noon or 12 midnight. It doesn't really matter what time you're here. I'm just very grateful that you are here with me right now to catch inspirations for your life, whether that's on video or whether that's only on audio only. So our master topic of the week, everyone, is did you catch them in a lie today? That's the master topic of the actual week. But then you guys know that we do a granular topic every single day. And the granular topic, you ready, guys? That is spotting liars via tone and sentence structure. We're on series 3, which means we're in the third year, show 25, episode number 6. Episode number 6. Can you believe that, guys? I can't believe that we're in episode 26. Or it blows me out of the water that we're there. But we have another great show for you guys today, and I think you guys are really gonna appreciate this. So let's just dive right in. All right. So the first thing we want to talk about when we think about spotting liars, we want to talk about tone, and we want to talk about sentence structure. Okay, tone and sentence structure. And that's something that's not very hard, but it's something that you've got to pay attention to. If you don't pay attention to it, then it can be missed. And if it's missed, you can easily, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Be lied to. See, when people are not aware of these things that others do, they can get away with lying, like right away. All right. So the first thing we want to talk about is a change in speech patterns. That's right, a change in speech patterns. So liars will often alter their normal way of speaking. Maybe they'll go faster, they'll be slower than the usual rhythm of speaking, but it will become irregular. And the change in speech patterns is a red flag that you should not ignore. Now, again, if it happens once, it's no big deal. But if it keeps happening on a regular basis, then chances are you know there is something very, very wrong. I mean, very, very wrong. Okay. So thinking about spotting the liar by the tone. Okay. This is important. All right. And then changing the speech patterns, because if somebody is like, all over the map and changing speech patterns, well, then that means that they're not having a cognitive functioning to whether they're actually saying what they believe they're saying. All right. There's a second clue, ladies and gentlemen, and that is they pause or hesitate more often. I don't mean if they pause once, but I mean if they pause or hesitate more often, then that's a problem. Does that make sense? So natural pausing is okay, but if they pause like constantly, then that's a sign that they're lying. Maybe you've been in a conversation with someone and you're like, well, do you have the receipts? Uh, the what? The receipts. You have the receipt from what you purchased. Uh, uh, or if they just be like, receipts? Yeah, the receipts you get when you buy something. So that surprise notion, but the fact that somebody just pauses like that means that, it's like you see them in the deer in the headlights, right? So pausing or hesitating more often is a big, big problem. So when we think about this, I just want to go back there to this because it is very, very important, guys. The speech pattern we talked about, but pausing or hesitating more often, someone's lying. When they hesitate, You'll notice, and as they think about what they're going to say next to cover up their lie, you notice the pause. And as they indicate discomfort or uncertainty, like, oh, where was I today? I was at the mall. Yeah. I was at the mall. And it's like, are they trying to convince you or are they sure? And so you probably had people that have done this before. Maybe you ask them to do something and then they give you some ridiculous response that it isn't even related, right? All right. So another one, ladies and gentlemen, is an unexpected drop, ladies and gentlemen, an unexpected drop in vocal tone. So it can be a drop or it can be a raise. So an unexpected rise or drop. You're talking with someone. So we're going out tonight. We're going out tonight? Like if that suddenly just happened out of the blue, like, okay, so what are we doing for dinner? I'm not sure. When we come back, we'll have to make a decision about where we're going to go. Like it causes a jarring, right? And so the sudden change in vocal pitch is another clue that liars might experience when they have a rise or they have a drop in their tone as they speak, often unconsciously. So this happens because of the unconscious being, let's say, concerned about being found out. So it tries to cover the tracks by doing lots of things we talked about. The fluctuation is a result of stress and anxiety associated with lying. Pretty cool. The last one, sentence structure. Overcompensation is a common tactic among liars. They might provide more details than necessary to make the story seem more believable. They pay attention to overly detailed explanations that seem out of place. Like, so where'd you go today? Oh, we went to the mall. Now that sounds believable. Oh, well, we went to the mall, and while we're at the mall, we went to the music store, and then we went to get ice cream, and you're like getting very detailed. And Kevin got a triple fudge sundae, and I got a double banana split, and Kerry got just a vanilla ice cream. Like all these extra details are not really required, but push comes to shove. If you ask them later on, well, what did Kevin have? The double split. Didn't you just say that he had a triple sundae? I did. Yeah, I guess that's what he had. So they're lying. And so when somebody gives more details, you think that, there's no need to worry because they're giving you more information than you want. But you see, sentence structure is a big reason for lying. Let me say that again. Sentence structure is a big reason people are lying. And it seems so innocent, right? Very interesting. But when somebody does that, it's like you're caught off guard, right? When somebody tries to overcompensate with words, or maybe they're trying to use additional adjectives to make you believe that they were somewhere they weren't. Well, did you go out tonight? Out tonight? No. I stayed home. I was here. I was watching TV. I called grandma and I walked the dog and I came back. No, I was home. Oh, okay. As opposed to, oh, would you go out? No, I stayed home and watched TV and then I called grandma. That's fine. But the fact that I'm trying to interject to you that it's so important that you knew that I stayed home means I'm worried that you're not going to believe me. So I've got to step it up a notch. So maybe you'll believe me. Maybe. And then maybe you won't. Maybe you will. And maybe you won't. But when somebody's trying to put extra emphasis on something, that's a big reason that there is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. a big reason that there is a problem, a serious problem, a problem that maybe would have been undetected if you hadn't tried to cover it up. But the fact that you tried to push it under the rug, see, that's a big problem. So let's just go through and just review so you guys understand. So again, today's master topic is, did you catch them in a lie today? Okay, that's the whole week's topic. The granular topic is spotting liars via tone and sentence structure. And you might say, John, what does this have to do with it? You see, tone and sentence structure is part of our daily makeup. It's part of our normal communication. So when something is not out of, let's say, or out of the flow, then we think that something is wrong. But a lot of people won't pick this up because they're not perceptive enough. When you listen, you don't just listen with your ears, you listen with your eyes to make sure that you're perceiving. Listening doesn't just mean hearing. Listening means to assimilate the situation based on the sensors you have in your body to be able to give you what you need. Okay? So when somebody is in a conversation with you and all of a sudden you're talking about something and then they suddenly fly off the handle, or they suddenly get like, oh, that's really great, we're doing that, and we're going to do what? So it goes either too low or it goes too high. That's a key that somebody is lying. You ask a question like, did you get milk at the store? Milk? Yeah, sure I did. Oh, can I have some? Oh, it's in my car. So now you go back to your car. Meanwhile, you go back out to get the milk, but you lied about getting the milk. The next one we talked about was unexpected rise or drop in vocal tone. If you're having a conversation with somebody like we are right now, and I suddenly talk way up here, or I suddenly talk way down here, it's like I wouldn't normally do that unless I was trying to create a point, right? But if it's not natural or it doesn't flow, then chances are it's unexpected, like, ladies and gentlemen, in just fight. So you know, because of my voice, you know what I'm talking about, that I'm trying to get you excited, right? But if I was like, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we're going to be opening those doors, right? So like, that gives me a little bit of a discredibility. It's the best way to say it. And sentence structure. If I say too much, I'm probably trying to convince you that what I'm saying is truth. And it's not truthful at all. People have thought that if you talk a lot and you give a lot of information, you must be being truthful. Nope. That's your anxiety. That's your stress kicking up, saying, you know what? I got to cover the tracks. I got to make sure I fill all those crevices. Because if I don't fill those crevices, then, oh my gosh, somebody might find out that I'm lying. And I can't have that. So I better make sure that I pause. I better make sure that I do everything just right. Because if I don't, then somebody might find out I'm lying, and then I could be in real trouble. Does that make sense? So lying is something you have to have an acquired practice and taste for. The more you practice, the more you observe, the more that you listen with not just your ears, but your eyes too, and you perceive the situation. This is when you are going to get better and better at detecting liars. This is how the CIA works. This is how the FBI works. This is how many other agencies work. They have practice about how they interview somebody, how they talk to somebody. And when you're having a normal conversation with someone, if they suddenly start, like I said, we said before, if they fidget, if they're looking around, if they're shuffling, we talk about all these things, right? But if it just happens like that, something's wrong. They are nervous. They're nervous. So we'll be talking tomorrow, Friday, wrapping everything all up and giving you some more tidbits, and it may be a little longer than usual. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am by now. Sure you do. I'm John C. Morley. I'm serial entrepreneur. It has been a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you this fantastic Thursday evening, June 20th, 2024, at just 2 minutes kicking off to 4 p.m. here. Hope you guys are definitely staying cool, whether you're having some water, whether you're in some air conditioning. I hope that you understand that these videos are not designed to teach you how to become a liar. These videos are here so that you can perceive those liars and be able to make those, let's say, split-second decisions because of a gut you get, because of now knowing how to process information that other people are getting. And normally, if you didn't understand this, it would go right past your receptor. You're like, oh, I guess that's just how the person is. No, it's not. They're trying to connive you. They're trying to trick you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for our finale of this master topic, which is, did you catch them in a lie today? Series 3, show 25, and we're on episode number 6, and tomorrow will be episode 7. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Be well.